So this is another kind of race I kind of had sitting around that I kind of wanted to update. So I brushed off all the cobwebs and kind of added more information, switched around the traits, and kind of gave it a spit shine here. Uh, I kind of had fun with it in the end. I kind of liked it. I really liked the flavor of it. Of course, I might be biased, but uh, I had fun with it. Um, I don't think I overtuned it. Let me know if you think it did, what you think can be changed. I'm gonna go. So when you see it, there might be some changes. I'm gonna go here and fix any grammar I might see and see if reword everything. But it's basically done. Everything should remain the same. I like a lot of it. Uh, and of course, I might update it along the way, depending on who comments or whatever. So it might down the road it might look different. Uh, but we're gonna go through this and kind of give you kind of the general like feel of it, I guess. I'll go through it and kind of give my opinions on it and kind of give you more information on them. Just kind of go, just go through it basically with you. So I'll jump right into it. These are stations. They're a crab race. From what I noticed, that there wasn't any real like aquatic people. Um, aquatic races. Like there's like what, three or something. There's like a frog race, a fish race, and like tritons or something like that. And I think sea elves. I think maybe four. Um, I guess that's plenty, but I thought there should could have been another one. I made so I put up these crab race. I kind of fun with them. I think they're kind of fun. Uh, I kind of made them solitary type of creatures, and kind of very uncommon. um, I kind of made them uncommon. And so even if they are in like a town, there might be only a couple. I don't really see them being in a very large town or whatever. And if there is, it'll be down and deeper in the ocean. You get to go actually goes to them. Uh, I don't think they. I don't really see them coming up that much. Uh, like a lot or large amount of them. So they are. I think they are more on the rare side because like even when they do come up, they won't venture there that far from the ocean. As I kind of made them very like prideful of the fact that they're stations and have a deep connection to the ocean, and a lot of this aquatic races like tritons or whatever. Uh, so they just naturally just get along with them. Uh, Even though like the feeling might not be reciprocated, they enjoy them. They enjoy their company. Um, the names I kind of had fun with it. I kind of made it so like they go by nicknames, even though that's like they're not the actual name. I had it so like they pick nicknames for themselves. For example, I like Bubbles, Mr. Pincher, Mr. Shiny, that stuff like that. Because I think it's funny. Um, I think it's funny because they're supposed to be kind of large and bulky, but here comes Mr. Shiny or whatever, or Mr. Bubbles, you know. So it's kind of my personal joke. I liked. Um, so we're gonna get the. So we'll just get the traits here. Oh, that needs to be changed. Um, stations. Their ability scores. I had +2, +1. I think that's just a good. I think that's good. I think that's a good standard. I think it gives people, I don't know, simple. Um, for age, I made them around 160. I guess technically they are immortal because I think um yeah, so the species can live as long as they can mold. So they're technically immortal. However, I kind of made it so like their body start shutting down because of like body constraints and predators and environment and stuff like that. So so technically they're immortal as long as they can like continue to molt. They'll live. They'll continue to live. But again, Bondel just kind of just slow them down around 160. Alignment. They kind of tend to be more lawful. Um, lawful. They as they try to follow the law. Some don't. A lot of them do. Like Crushers, they don't. They are kind of on the more gray side of the law. And they try to be neutral. They tend to themselves and try to be themselves and do whatever they do for themselves. They don't really see themselves as good or evil. Not really aligning themselves. Their size is medium. I don't have it here. That's gonna change. They're large and bulky, around 7 foot, around 300 pounds. It's all that. It's all the shell, baby. Very big, very bulky. Language common and primordial. I wanted to put like aquatic or whatever, but it's just easier to put primordial. Humanoid, simple. I think it also for the speed. I think it made sense to have him swimming speed. That would be kind of hard. I think, and just in general for bipedal crabs or whatever. So 30 foot speed, 30 foot swim, level. Dark visions, and I think it made sense, and they live bottom of the like ocean, so I'm not gonna be really bright down there. So 60 foot dark vision. Uh, I made them amphibious. They can breathe air or water. Just kind of, I think if you have an aquatic creature, I think it's just standard. This is where it kind of gets very different, unique. Um, I gave them a pincer of the station. You can see here, one of their arms is a giant claw that they can use as a weapon. They can pinch people as a D6, D6 piercing, or you can smack them with a D4 bludgeoning. And if you smack them with bludgeoning, they'll not be knocked prone. Um, I still made it so they can still hold things and like pick things up and whatever. That hasn't changed because if they couldn't do that, that would be kind of big. If they can't. I still made it so where they can still use a shield. They can use a shield with it. They can because after putting this, I realized, oh well, if they can't use a shield. That's gonna be sucking. I guess they could use it this arm, but so it just made it simple where you can use a shield to pinch her. You can strap to the claw, and I made it so if the DM says it need to be modified, I made it. Most stations are used to that, so they can modify the shield enough so they can use it with their pincher. Like they have the knowledge just because it's just standard for them. um, and it's not much. It's just like they can modify the strap. It's like not modify the shield completely. It's just modify the strap enough where they can use it. They're not actually modifying the shields. The shield. They're trying to modify the shield enough, so you're not actually modifying how it works. Just the strap. I gave him tough shell. This is I kind of stole this from turtles. I liked it. It made sense for them to have it since they have a really hard exoskeleton because crabs are known for that. They're born with a hard shell, which gives them an AC of 17. Dex is not applied to this, but they can still use a shield. Uh, they gain no AC from armor, so it's just this. So they'll have like maybe an 18 or something. Um, but let's move on to sub-releases. These are decorators. This is the first one. I kind of made them the look at me, everyone look at me or else type of thing. Very charismatic. Always, like I said, always in the spotlights. Always try to be someone of importance. I kind of put in the role of the paladin because me personally, I see them as the uh, bright and shiny, um, bright, shiny, well, someone who always does the talking type of person. So I kind of made them paladins, and because my mind It's like, oh, they're the bright and shiny ones. So that grader will obviously gravitate to that one. Um, I kind of made them the more defensive one of the two here because I made them look at my best, which is kind of you can deflect rays once per short rest. I might change that for long rest, but they can deflect rays using making a dex saving throw, which is deflected into a random direction chosen by the DM. In addition, if they're standing next to a light source, the light range is increased by 10 feet. Kind of defensive thing. The next defensive thing is called Gotta Be Shiny, which, when they're standing next to a light source, they can kind of use their uh, all the metal and all the gold and stuff that's attached to them. Because, they're covered in gold. Anything shiny, they attach to them. So they use all the shiny stuff to kind of reflect light at people as kind of like a flashbang type of thing, which is in a 15-foot cone. And if they fail their dex saving throw, they're blind for D4 rounds. Kind of simple. Another defensive thing, I think. Again, once every short rest, which I put that because it didn't seem like a big deal. This, I think I might change to long rest. Now I think about it, because that's kind of big. Anyway, that's the Repsub Decorator. They're very defensive, kind of fun, and like the other race, the Parasite, again, I gave them their own personal quirks. Nothing important here, not as important as the Parasite. This one's just kind of fun little stuff that I put down that use for personality or help with the personality. Next one here is Crusher. This is my between the two. I like this one better. I kind of made them the Crusher more of the from the edges one, kind of the sailor thug type of one. Always picking fights with something. Uh, very so I kind of put them in the role of like enforcer or demolisher. I made them good demolishers because I say the role of demolisher because I kind of upgraded their pincer. This is one of their perks. Hardened pincer. Uh, the, I kind of had it so they evolved so their pincer is hardened, like harder, kind of like a giant mace almost. They can still pick things up and whatever, but they lose the ability to pinch things. However, their damage is increased to 1d8 damage. I should do 1d8 plus strength or whatever. But anyway, 1d8 damage is upgrade to 1d8 instead of 1d4. On top of that, I upgraded the DC check as well, so instead of falling or stunned for a full round, you can stun them a number of times equal to the proficiency modifier, and you regain all charges, all uses on long rest. Seem so much more powerful. In addition, because I didn't think this was enough. In addition, this is kind of a minor thing that I thought would make sense for them. In addition, with how hard their pincer is and how the subspecies evolved, because I imagine with the big old claw they use it to crush things and crack things open and whatever. Uh, they they're they can easily break through objects with ease. So I kind of went into the mindset of adamantine almost. You can apply your strength modifier in an additional time, so it would be like D8 plus strength, basically. Um, when determining damage, and you count as adamantine when it comes to damage immunities, which might make this really good. This is one of the things I'm more concerned about, but I think this part is a lesser thing because you're targeting objects. And I think I pointed out that the damage is only for objects, not against golems or anything. Helps with golems, this part. Because I wanted to make sure this was good just in case they wanted to make a sub race that can use only their pincer and it'll still remain relevant. So that's kind of what I try to do, because a lot of times it falls short, like racial stuff falls short after a bit. So so that's kind of my mindset. I might have overtuned it. I don't know. Let me know. The next one is kind of simple, but I was looking around for inspiration and I remembered that I think orcs got a trait called aggressive. And I looked at it as like, oh my god, this is perfect. So I just copy and paste it. That's aggressive from, I think orcs have it. As a bonus action, you can move up to your speed towards an enemy of your choice that can, you can see or hear. You must in this move closer to the enemy that you started. So you can basically use them as a bonus action, move up um, closer to your enemy. And I just literally copy and pasted that entire thing. Um, I thought it fit him well. That's I don't know. I thought it fit it well. But that's it. I'm gonna fix a couple things grammatically, but that's it. Let me know what you think of it. Uh, what you think you should change, or what I could change. But until then, have a good one. Bye bye.